Hi guys and welcome. Let's learn this time about the Navigator panel. The Navigator panel should appear here on this side as this icon, this like ship's steering wheel or something. If you don't see it there, always you can go to Windows and choose Navigator. There you go. You can always pull out the whole window by holding where it says the name of the window, like with every window, like we demonstrated on another lesson. Also, if it's with two windows together, then you can always just pull it out from that window as well. Now you can also enlarge it by holding just on one side. That will make it only on this side. Otherwise, you can always use this on the corner and you can enlarge it or shorten it. Now, to be honest with you, I don't use it so much on Illustrator. I think you'll be using it more in Photoshop, because Photoshop you have to sometimes zoom really close up to a picture to, let's say, remove spots or change a bit of a color or select or anything of that sort. So there you would need your Navigator more. But in any case, what the Navigator does is it helps you to locate your area where you're working on the overall map. So you can see a small map on the side of the whole entire document or picture, and then when you're working on a detailed place, you would be able to see or realize where you're working on within the whole picture, and it's just easier to see that way. It's very similar to, I don't know if you played Age of Empires, or I'm sure in other games you also have it. You have it in the side, you have a small little map of the whole entire world or whatever the place may be, and you can also navigate from there. So it's just as well the same thing here. Now on this window, you'll be able to see the whole artboard. No matter what I do here, and whichever size, let's just get some shapes here. You can see all the shapes get added in as I draw them on. And you would be able to see any size you would still be able to see the whole picture. That's what it's meant for. Okay, we have some random shapes here. Now since we're speaking about navigation here and zooming, I'll give you a few tips that to use. You can easily hold down the spacebar to get the hand tool temporarily, and then you just move around like that. That's very easy. Also, to zoom in and out, you just press the Alt or Option key and scroll in or out on the mouse. That just takes us in, zooming in or out. Or you can press the Control or Command and space, and then if you move to the right, if you drag to the right, then you'll zoom in. If you drag to the left, you'll zoom out. That's a very easy, quick way to zoom. You press the Control or Command and space and drag to the right or to the left. Then of course you can press Control or Command plus or minus, and that can also zoom in and out very easily like that. Oh, and then also if you want to get to 100% of the real screen size, then you press Control or Command 1. That'll get you, this is the 100% size of how it will print. Obviously it depends on which screen, so it's, if you have on a huge screen then it will be bigger than this size, but generally it should be the page size. Or otherwise you can press Control Command 0 and you'll get the artboard to fit your screen. Now I'm sure you noticed the square while I was zooming in. You can see this square appear here. That's our focus area. So this square is essentially the screen what we're seeing here, and you can see that change while I'm moving. That moves around with me because that's my focus area. I can always move from here as well. I can navigate, say I want to go to that yellow circle, I can go from there, or I can just click on the area I want. If I want to go down there, I just click on there once and I'll go there straight away. You can see also from the square the size of the zoom. The more I zoom in, the smaller the square will be. So right now I'm not that close, but once I get even closer, you can see that becomes a tiny dot. It's very helpful with pictures. Say I'm working on this picture, I can zoom in really close and you can see it turns very small there. Now I can also use the Navigator to zoom by holding down Control or Command. You'll see this magnifying glass, and you can just drag and you'll navigate and zoom into there as you drag. If you drag a very small circle, then it will zoom right in. If you drag a big circle, then it wouldn't be as big zoom. As you can see there, that's a very easy, nice way to use it. Then you can also press on these mountains icon to zoom in or to zoom out like that, or you can choose from there. These are the same numbers as just pressing on this. It does the same thing. You can see we'll go, the next one will be 800 and so on. It's using these numbers. You can go anywhere from the highest 64,000 all the way to the lowest there, using these or putting there. Otherwise you can just type in, if you want to get an accurate number, say you want 155, you can type that in there and then press enter or tab and that'll get you there. Or you can just use the arrow keys up or down to zoom in or zoom out at one point at a time. And you can also press the shift arrow keys up or down to zoom at 10 points at a time. Now here we got a few more options. You can check this view artboard contents only if you want to see only what's on your artboard. So now it's checked. You're only able to see, as you can see, this green thing is going beyond my artboard here. You can see that there, but nevertheless it's not showing on the artboard. But once I uncheck this, then you will be able to see the whole thing. So if I have a picture or anything there, it will show any of my objects or anything, whether it's on the artboard or not. Let's just go back there. Now you've got your panel options. You can change the color here of this square that you see in the middle there, if you want, just for, I don't know, if you get bored of red color, or otherwise if you're using a document which has the same color and it's hard to see this navigation square, then you can always change the colors from here. Otherwise you can choose custom, or you can press on this and get a custom color you want. Then this Greeking, honestly I was trying to figure out what this is. I'm not sure. If you know what it is, please leave it in the comments below. I'd be happy to know. Then you have this, you can choose is if you've got a dashed line. Let's just do one quickly, and I'll take off the fill so you can see it there. So as you can see, this is a dashed line, and on this navigator bar it's not dashed because it's not very visible if it would be dashed. So you can change that there. And the panel options, if it would be, now this will be dashed as well, or you can change it to make any dashed line as a solid line. I'll just go back a few steps. There you go. Now another cool tip to know just before we finish is if you press Ctrl or Command Y to just see the outlines, or otherwise you can always go to view and choose from there outlines on top. Then as you can see, you're only able to see the outlines. It's very helpful sometimes if you want to change any of the outlines without being distracted by the shape or color or fill or any of that sort. So here you see only the outline of the object. On your navigator you wouldn't see those outlines. So if I'm working very close on something and then I'm not sure which shape it was or any of that sort, I can see straight away there that's how it was, that logo or that element I was working on. Fine, that's a lot of it. Thank you so much. If you gained anything from this video, please give a like and subscribe, and remember to leave any of your questions, ideas or tips at the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.